Welcome back to the Dynamite Anniversary Speedrunning Guide. In this part we'll cover the Rendezvous quest. However, this quest is extremely short, it's extremely straightforward. You just have to visit a couple of places and that's it. There's no save warping, no clipping, no other strats, just simple route. So I'll cover also part of the next quest called Museum. Uh, I'll cover until the part when we have to enter the museum itself. So this will be kind of one and 20% of next quest video. So yeah, after first part we've finished on exiting the public phase quest. So now after pressing spacebar to continue, the game will launch skippable cutscene, which we will have to instantly skip. And also we can apply some flexing movement by going backwards and to the right. So I'm holding those two keys, pressing spacebar and holding space to skip cutscene. Start running forward, grapple this thing, try to skip animation as well, grapple this roof, grapple this roof, grapple this wall, and this roof. Interact with this poster, because first time interacting with challenge posters will launch a dialogue with Bozak, which will interrupt currently ongoing unskippable radio call, which you want to skip because it prevents you from progressing in the game. Also, be careful. At this point, can you can hear the sound of quest changing. If there is a zombie spawned here, it will teleport back into the starting location. So, for example, the zombie spawns in the middle of this roof. It walked a couple of steps back, so may think, well, I can grapple here. And right at this point, the zombie will teleport instantly to this location, and this will disrupt your grappling hook. So be careful. I don't have a zombie here, which is fine for me, but you may have it. So pay attention. Go here. Pay attention to minimap now. You can see the quest mark is over here for now, but now it's the quest has switched. So as soon as you touch this point, turn around and start going backwards. Grapple this roof. Then you have to get into this window. There's a couple of ways to do it. Uh, Obviously, there's a risky way, which is, well, to be honest, it works 1 in 10 times. So I would just not bother doing it. It saves like, I don't know, maybe half a second at the best. So it's not really worth doing it. If you messed it up, you will end up grabbing. Well, Crane works like a complete idiot here. He'll grab whatever surface he can, except for going into the window. So what you can do instead is to grapple here and jump inside. The quick way I was referring to is to try. Now drinking potion as well. To try jump and grapple the wall inside. Well, you can see what happens. He grabbed completely opposite to edge, and if I try to climb inside it, sometimes he can jump over the window and screw you up. So there's also another way which should be slightly easier than jumping just like this, is to jump from outside, from the side, I mean, and grapple like this. Sometimes you may be able to grapple inside, but at the worst case you just have this climbing animation, which is fairly short, so it's fine. Interact with this door and skip cutscene. After skipping cutscene, you want to select Fountain Quest, and then pay attention to the bottom right checkpoint indicator. As soon as it shows up, you want to save warp. Right now. So basically that was Rendezvous quest. Yeah, that's it. Because of that, making video just for this quest would be waste of time, so I'm covering part of the next quest called Museum, which starts right now. We want to speak with museum curator. first of all we need to get to him. So here we are, warping to the fountain quest. In this quest, in this save warp, we want to go backwards and to the left. After pressing spacebar, if you're feeling experienced enough, you can try starting running forward left, mashing spacebar to jump over the fence, and try to grapple the roof in front of you. If you are not sure on what you are doing, or you're just practicing, just go left and backwards, press spacebar, and wait for you to see the game world. You should be over here, stuck in this fence, so what you're supposed to do during the black screen is to jump like this and grapple this roof. Then grapple this roof. If you missed it for some reason, it's fine. You can always jump like this and then grapple this roof. Basically, those two ways are the same. Then jump onto this zip line. This zip line is a throw zip line because I don't know how it's called, but you can see spacebar prompt, but you can somehow grab it on during midair. But sometimes, usually optimally, you want to grab it midair, but sometimes game decides to throw you and Crane just falls down to his death. So be careful if you are doing quick strat. Be ready to turn around and save yourself from dying. So usually you can do it like this, but yeah, game is not perfect in this term, so be careful. Grapple your way inside this safe house and kick open this door. Step inside and get backwards immediately to speak with this guy. He'll give you the bunker quest, which is a useful quest for a couple of next save warps, and most importantly, you can speak with this guy, who is happen to be a museum curator. You cannot speak with him until he finishes his dialogue line. So you put a good use to this time, you go outside and speak with this guy. So interesting thing that there is a small point where it doesn't count as a save zone. You can see my crosshair appears. So maybe there's can be something done with it, but yeah. So speak with this guy, skip his dialogue, then switch to Lego Spider Quest. It's always one switch below, so you already know what to do, just like this. And once again, pay attention to checkpoint indicator. I can see checkpoint indicator, I save warp. In this Lego Spider warp, I want to go forward left instead of forward right. Also, I'm supposed to get stuck in the corner, however, the game does not behave quite nicely for me today, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, it worked fine this time. So I got stuck in this corner. Obviously, if you want to keep optimal speed and momentum, you want to jump over this fence during the black screen part, like this, fall on this wall, and then you can use grappling hook right away, or you can try, if you jumped over this wall, you can try using grappling hook to cancel your fall damage. You don't want to touch water because water is slow, like I just did. Well, I wasn't quite successful in my grappling hook, so the best way, how I see it, is to from here jump on this wall first, then using grappling hook here, then jumping outside and grappling hook on this rock. Then move forward, use grappling hook to speed up a little bit, use grappling hook here, cancel it, and swim underwater into this nice tunnel. Use spacebar near the ceiling to swim faster, use crouch to swim faster at the bottom, and now comes pretty interesting out of bounds clip. It may misbehave for you, but as soon as you follow the same steps as I do, usually there is a pretty reliable setup on how to clip out of bounds. So as soon as you start approaching this arc, start holding spacebar without holding W, and turn slightly to the right, like somewhere like this. press spacebar to jump, and you should be reliably getting out of bounds. If you are not quite, well, of course now the game won't show me how it looks like when you missed it. So sometimes you can miss this ledge and you just end up, well, I don't know, it works 100% of time for me now, but be sure in a speedrun this may be not that friendly ledge. So after clipping out of bounds, grapple this grate, turn left, jump down, grapple wall to move slightly closer. Basically hold F to enter Guy's Garrison, and this will be it for this part. I'll continue Museum Quest in my next video because it will have pretty lot of different difficult skips. Arguably the most difficult out of bounds clip in the game will be right now, which is unfortunately 1 hour into the run, so if you fail it, well, that sucks. You might also want to skip it altogether if you are not sure, if you feel like doing it, but yeah. Unfortunately, another run killer is 1 hour into the game at 70% of story completion. So yeah, that was it for this part, and I will see you in the next video.